Welcome everyone to lecture number 17. We have discussed about the preamble. What are the points mentioned under the preamble? What does it mean? Why the preamble came? What do we understand by the preamble? Now we'll try to understand we have mentioned like what is the nature of Indian states: sovereign, socialist, secular, democratic, republic. Now we'll try to understand this term. We have heard this term many a time, but most of the people don't know the meaning of this term. Okay, so that we are going to understand it here. Okay, nature of Indian states. Nature of Indian states. Okay, first 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 is sovereign. Sovereign, what does it mean? What does the sovereign means? Okay, sovereign means like any state. A state means like not I'm telling about uh, just some like this states means sometimes like you're the states like Bihar, Uttar Pradesh, that thing. Sometimes state means the whole body. India states, union of a state. India is a, whenever we use the term states, it means like here, like in terms of when you're understanding the term related to any concept, state means like India. We are telling all the states including India, all the unification of the state. Okay, that we are talking about as a one. So sovereign means like it can make or unmake any decision with respect to itself without interference by any other country. That we have seen in Jammu and Kashmir case. Like we are a sovereign country. We don't take decisions from any third party. We will clear any disputes alone, and we are independent to take any decisions of our country. No external third party can come and give decision on that. That exactly means by the sovereign means like India, like that state, it can make or unmake any decisions, with respect to itself without interference of any other country, of any other country. India is completely independent to take any decision for themselves. Okay, that means by sovereign. Okay, that means by sovereign. Okay, now another term. Okay, socialist is a very bigger concept. We'll discuss in the last. Okay, now another term, democratic. 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 This constitution ensures that creation and existence of the government is at the will of the people and through the elections. Okay, this democracy means like whatever whoever the government is ruling is chosen by the people themselves. It is not like somebody has captured the country, somebody captured the position and they are ruling it. No, people have chosen them and that's why they are ruling over there. That democracy denotes people power and equal participation of all citizens in the polity. Okay, this constitution ensures the creation and existence of whom? Of the government. Of the government is at the will of the people. Of the people through how? Through elections. Through elections. Okay, And third one, if you want to add more that, so democracy here, this democracy, let me add it this point also. Democracy denotes people's power and equal participation, equal participation of all citizens in the what, in the polity, in the polity. Third important point, republic. What do you understand by republic? We have seen. What do you understand by sovereign? Sovereign is completely that India is independent to take any decision for themselves. Okay. Democratic means whoever the government is ruling is chosen by the people themselves. Nobody is like captured the power of the country and they are ruling over it. No, people have chosen them, people have given the vote, election has been taken place and they are ruling over the country. Okay. Now third important part, republic. What do you understand by republic? The head of the state is elected and is not hereditary monarch. That is meant by the republic. The head of the state is elected and is not a hereditary monarch. Okay, it is not a hereditary monarch. Okay, it is not like that once you are chosen and now after that his son is going to become the minister. No, if the son has to become the minister, then son has to fight the election and he has to win by the people's vote. He can't directly sit on this ministerial chair because his father was the minister on that position. Okay, vote should be there, election should be taken place, and then only he can sit on the chair. Okay. Another important thing that political sovereignty is in the people, not in a single individual like a king. Okay, whenever we are telling that political sovereignty is present, sovereignty is in the people, not in a single individual like a king. Okay, and absence of any privileged class should be there, and hence all public offices being opened for every citizen without any discrimination. It is not like that it is upper caste so he will sit on the chair. No, all the people should be given equal opportunity to sit on the chair. No discrimination should be present. Okay, so absence of any privileged class should be there, and hence all public offices being opened to every citizen without any discrimination, either female, male, caste, sex, creed, whatever thing is there, no discrimination should be there. Okay, that is the important point of the republic. That's it. Sovereign, what we mean sovereign, India is independent to take any decision. Democratic, whoever sit on the position, it is elected by the people themselves. Republic, there is no hereditary monarch. If one people is elected by the people, so it doesn't mean like after that his son is going to rule over that through that position. No, he has to also fight the election, then only he can rule over that position. And anyone from the people of India can sit on the government chair. Okay, anyone should be this is open position, anybody can sit over that over that chair without any discrimination. Okay, now socialist, very important now. Socialist, what do we understand by socialist? Socialist, socialism is an ideology that was given by Karl Marx. This term socialism, we'll discuss this socialist so in sociology also in depth. I have chosen optional subjects of sociology also, so I will discuss on that thing also in depth. Okay, socialism is an ideology given by, socialism is an ideology which is given by Karl Marx. Okay, Karl Marx, K-A-R-L, Karl Marx. Okay, Karl Marx. He observed and said that he believed that capitalism is responsible. Like his theory was that Karl Marx theory was that anything, if poverty is there, anything is happening within the nations or within the state, whatever the region is, that it is only because of the capitalistic people, capitalistic in nature. Like rich people is there, rich people is becoming rich, and poor people are getting poorer only. Even like even like if you are building a car, like one mechanic, one person is building a car, making a car. He himself is making a car in the factory, but he can't buy that car. See, that is a bizarre irony kind of thing, that he is making that car, he works in the workshop to make that car, but he does not have a power to purchase that car. So that's what he said, like this is capitalist society, capitalist this whole poverty is all through the capitalistic people, capitalism. Okay, so he observed and said that he believed that capitalism, this Karl Marx, capitalism believes that Karl Marx believes that capitalism is responsible for poverty in where socialist I will talk, so in society. Okay, to remove this we should first we should first abolish capitalism, and socialism should be enacted after that. And when I'm telling that capitalism is responsible for poverty and inequality also. Okay, poverty and inequality. Okay, in society. So to remove this, to remove this, we need to first abolish what? First abolish capitalism. Okay, when capitalism will be removed, automatically this socialism will be enacted. Thus, and then socialism will be enacted. What does this mean? Like no poor will be there, poor will be ruling over, like everything will be divided equally to the people. Okay, when capitalism is like, if you have a boss, if owner of the company is more, he is earning every time more. So Karl Marx was telling why he is earning more. Why he should distribute that money to each people. Everybody should get equal amount of money. Okay, why there is a difference of earning money? If we are keeping a difference in the earning money, it means like we are telling that inequality should be present. We are supporting inequality if we are giving different wages, if we are not dividing the amount of wages to everyone, and owner of the company is getting more money. Why this should be? So that's what he was telling, that this capitalism should be abolished, then we'll be able to achieve the equality. Okay, now after that constitution was amended. Okay, after that constitution was amended. Okay, we'll discuss about secular also. We have missed that's what I was thinking, like I was missing something. Okay, now secular, what does this secular term means? Okay, Secular. Secular means there is a separation of matter. Okay, there is a separation of matter from the like temporal region. Like religion should not be integrity like interfering with the state function of a state like education and all, and a state can protect all religions equally, and it should not uphold any religion as the state religion. Okay, like separate it was like the main aim was like separation of religious matter with the state. Okay, there is a special term for that, I will tell you. Secular means separation of matter. Okay, of matter. There is important term, the spelling is very tricky. Ecclesiastical. Ecclesiastical means church, and we know that at that time religion means British used to term for the like they used to term religion. We used to term to similar religion as a church. Okay, so separation of matter, I'm also able to pronounce that, ecclesiastical. Please check on the Google what exactly is the pronunciation of it. Okay, okay, from the matter of temporal. Okay, from the matter of temporal. What temporal? Temporal religion. Okay, religion should not be interfering with the state work. Temporal state. Religion should not be interfering in the function of a state. In the function of a state like education. Okay, so we are a secular country. Okay, no religion can tell that puja should be done in the school, or this is mandatory, this thing should be done before school get opening, or when the school get open this practice should be performed, and all whatever extra thing. These things are not permitted to interfere with the function of a state in their work and all. Okay, religion are not allowed to interfere with the function of a state, like within the education system. They are not allowed to put their nose in the education, like orange clothes should be wear in the school dress should be in orange color, or school dress should be in green color, or school dress should be in white color. No, these things are not, you can't enforce the religious stuff within the education system. Education system is the function of a state, and it is completely independent of religion. Okay, a state protects all religions equally. State protects all religions equally, and does not uphold any religion as the state religion. No state can tell that this state is a Hindu state, or this state is a Muslim state, or this state is a Sikh state, or any other state. No, state can't protect. A state protects all religions equally, and it does not uphold any religion as a state religion. Okay, a glowing achievements of Indian democracy when her neighbors such as Pakistan, Bangladesh, Burma uphold particular religion as a state religion, but India was the only country who did not uphold any religion as a state religion. We were the only one who chose to be a secular country. Okay, these regions like Pakistan, Bangladesh, Burma, they were built upon what? They were built upon the religion thing only, state religion. They were built upon the state religion thing only. Okay, so we have understood these important terms: sovereign, democratic, republic, socialist, and secular. Okay, now we'll discuss about this. So now we have understood everything related to, we discussed about the sovereign, democratic, republic, socialist, secular. All those things we have understood the meaning of it, and why these things were used under the preamble, we understood it. But now there is a story behind. Now there is a one new story under the preamble about the socialist term that I have told you while dealing with the socialist, that there is a big story for that. We'll discuss this later. So that's why now I'm adding it to it. What story is behind that? What story is behind that? Okay, preamble. We have to understand that preamble was also amended. Actually, those terms, socialist we are using, secular you are using, even integrity is present in our constitution. The term is present under the constitution. It was not actually present under the preamble. It was not actually present under the preamble. This thing was added through the Constitution Amendment Act in 1976. Okay, this preamble was amended. This preamble was amended by 42nd. We have to remember this one. When the preamble was amended through the 42nd Constitutional Amendment Act 1976. Okay, who was the at the time Prime Minister? Indira Gandhi was the Prime Minister. Indira Gandhi, late Indira Gandhi was the Prime Minister at that time. Okay, what happened? What Parliament amended? So Parliament amended the constitutional preamble, and it was amended with 3 words that were added under the constitution. What were the 3 words? One is socialist, another is secular, and another is integrity. Okay, so we have seen a secular term. What is that? Secular, that no state can't interfere with the religion. Like a state has a right to protect the religion, and no religion can interfere with the functions of the state, and no state can declare as a state religion. Okay, that thing we have seen. But there is a twist under the socialist thing. Okay, so we have discussed that Karl Marx have told that capitalism, from where the socialist term was coined. It was coined through the Karl Marx only, like during those periods. So in that thing, he was like, capitalism is responsible for inequality and poverty within the nation. So we have to abolish this. Once the this one capitalism is abolished, we will there will be equality. Okay, so socialist indicates incorporation of the philosophy of socialism, which aims at elimination. This socialism aims at elimination of inequality in income, status, and standards of life. That is the meaning of the socialism. Like, we have to indicate that we have to remove the inequality that is present in the society. What type of inequality? Income, status, standard of life. Okay, so Marxian concept of socialism also said to get socialism also. It also tells about the socialism that all workers of the world should be united and they should start revolution. What Karl Marx said, like Karl Marx is also talking about the unification and equality. But one thing that he was telling, that unification and inequality can be removed only he was telling that it can be removed only through the revolution. only through the revolution. He was saying we have to do revolution in the country, then only we will be able to achieve in equality. No private property should be there. No private property should. What is the need of private property? Why private property is required? Why you are getting more salary? If we have, if we have done a work of 1000, okay, if we have done a work of 1000 and there is 5 people, okay, so each people should get 200. Each people should get 200. Why 4 people is getting 100 and fifth people is getting 600? Because he is the boss. What he is going to do with that extra 400, extra 500? What is the need of extra 500 to that fifth person? What is the need of that? It means that we are giving the opportunity to increase the inequality. You are getting this term or not? Like when I am making a money of 1000 from the factory, 5 people is working in the factory, 4 people is getting rupees, like each people should get rupees 200 equally. But what we are doing, what we are giving, that 4 people is getting salary 400 rupees each, and fifth people is getting salary 600, who is the owner. Then the question arises, why the owner is getting 600 rupees? He should divide rupees 200 to all the people equally. What is the need of getting 500 rupees extra to the owner? Why he is getting? If he is getting 500 rupees extra to the owner, it means like we are promoting inequality within the society. No, the money should be divided equally among all the workers. That was the concept of, that's what Karl Marx was telling. Okay. Now that is not socialism is not our socialism. This we are not talking about this socialism in the preamble. What socialism we are talking in the preamble, we'll see. Okay, so revolution is a combination of voice and violence both. He is telling that, Karl Marx is telling that we will achieve equality only through revolution. Okay, so what is revolution? Revolution is nothing but it includes voice plus violence. It includes voice and violence both. It includes voice and violence both. Okay, so the Supreme Court of India said that our socialism, the Supreme Court of India said our socialism is not Karl Marx socialism. Our socialism is not Karl Marx socialism. Our socialism is different. We are not talking about the socialism where violence will be there. Okay, in our socialism, Indira Gandhi also said our socialism is of different brand, we can't abolish any private property, okay, but we keep it checking on it, we keep them under check, we keep it under check. We are checking them. They are not doing any corruption. If they are earning money with correct path, then why we should interfere them? We should not interfere them. They are working hard. That's why they are earning more. Okay, that's what logic it tells about that it is telling that we are not abolishing any private property and we will keep them under check. Okay, that is under another thing. If government require that particular land is needed, if government require that particular land is needed for larger public interest, then they can capture it, then government can capture it, then government can take it. This is our socialism. And such as example, road, construction of road, railways. If government has planned to pass a road, to make a road into one region, and your land is coming into between that road, then government can take that land. Why? This construction of road is for greater public interest. That's why now here our socialism comes. This right is given by the constitution to the government, that no, government is not going to snatch any private property of the people. They don't have the right to snatch any private property of the people, but they will keep them under check. If they are doing any wrong, then government can take law on that. Then government can take legal procedure on that, on that private property. If everything is good, government is not going to take any decision on that private property. But in the case of larger public interest, but if there is a case of larger public interest, for any particular larger public interest, if government need any particular private property, then government can take it. This is our socialism. This is our socialism. This is what equality we are talking about, and government is protecting that equality. If the road is required to be constructed from a particular piece of land which is of a particular private property, government can take it, because this road construction is for the larger public interest. Okay, so our socialism, there is a concept Fabian Socialism. Fabian Socialism. School of, this term was given by the School of Thought in UK. This Fabian Socialism tells that, it says that we can breach the gap between poor and rich, not by revolution, but how? But by intervention of the government. Okay, but by the intervention of our socialism is Fabian Socialism. Our socialism is Fabian Socialism, not Karl Marx Socialism, that Karl Marx tells that will achieve the equality through revolution. No, our socialism is not that kind of socialism. Our socialism is Fabian Socialism, which says that we can breach the gap between the poor and the rich people, not by snatching their private property, but by through the intervention of the government. And intervention of the government, what right is given? By the intervention of the government, we can't snatch any private property. In the Indian constitution, we can take the private property if it is under the interest of larger public interest. Okay, I hope. So we have already discussed what is related to perspective of the India, like sovereign, democratic, republic, even what exactly the terms mean: sovereign, democratic, republic, socialist, and secular. Okay, and we have understand that our socialism is not Karl Marx socialism. Our socialism is Fabian Socialism. Okay, we have a Fabian Socialism. Now, one more thing I want to discuss it here, then we'll wrap up this topic thing under the preamble. Preamble is not yet completed. Okay, secularism. Okay, our secularism, in which a state has a right to protect any religion, and religion should not be interfere with the functions of the state. Okay, like in the education or the school system. Okay, we'll understand secularism in more concept for a few nations, what exactly the secularism means in other nations. Okay, so first we'll understand like what exactly is Chinese secularism. In China, what they understood, overall the meaning of secularism is related to the religious stuffs only. Okay, but state wise also, the state means like within the country also, it changes. They have interpreted their own meaning. Okay, like in the socialism we have interpreted, we have a Fabian socialism. Okay, so China is a anti-religious. China is a anti-religious region because they believe in Karl Marx. Okay, we have discussed what Karl Marx think. Karl Marx was that person who believed that uh, inequality and poverty can be removed only through the revolution. The only way to achieve equality and to remove poverty is through the revolution. And okay, so the Chinese believe in the Karl Marx concept. So Marx said to abolish the capitalism, we should start revolution, and this revolution will abolish capitalism, and thus this state enters into the capitalism. And he also said that people can't revolt unless and until religion is abolished. Why religion is abolished? Why he is talking about the religious stuff? What is the reason behind this? There is an issue with the whiteboard. Microsoft, I have because there is a recent updates have been done, so that is causing the issue. I guess that is the issue. Okay, so where were there? I guess it is not saved. So Chinese secularism, Chinese secularism. There China is anti religious because why? Because they believe in Karl Marx concept. Okay, that Marx should like Marx said that to abolish capitalism we should start revolution, and this revolution will abolish capitalism, and thus this state enter into the equality, and that poverty will be removed. So he also said that people can't revolt so important concept to revolt also, there should be an inner voice. You can't like one day morning you start revolt and start revolt in the region. No, it can't happen in one single day. He said that people, who said Karl Marx, people can't revolt unless and until religion is abolished, unless and until the religion is abolished. Now what is the connection with the revolution and religion? What is the connection between that religion and revolution? See, why this term he coined. He said, why this has been said by Karl Marx. He said that because religion supports status quo, how it is be in historic way. Like we still says, like in old days these things used to happen in that way. Okay, so he said like religion support status quo. Okay, even in Christianity it is a saying that it is easier for Marx said that in Christianity that it is easier for a cable to pass through a needle. In Christianity it is easier to pass a cable from a needle, okay, then to reach man into the heaven. He said that in the religion itself, in Christianity, it is mentioned that it is easier to pass a cable from a needle than to reach man into the heaven. Okay, so what this concept tells, in when this something is mentioned into the religious stuffs, that rich man is not going into the heaven at any cost. Okay, it is very difficult for any it is very difficult for any rich man to go into the heaven. So what this exactly mean? This means that if you are going to be rich, then you are not going into the heaven. So what happened? Because of this concept, people who are in poverty, they assume, they feel like, okay, we'll live our 20-30 years, whatever the life we have, whatever the life is left with us, we'll live in poverty, we'll live in a very difficult situation, but at the end we are going into the heaven. Okay, this kind of manipulation happened, this kind of thing is being supported, and that's why, if this concept is there, that's why people is not going to revolt. People is okay, people is comfortable in their zone, because they are thinking like, okay, I'm in poverty, I'm facing inequality, but after the death I'm going into the heaven. Those rich people are not going into the heaven. So if this is the concept, so nobody is going to, if this is the concept, so nobody is going to revolt. Okay, nobody is going to revolt if this is the concept. That's why Karl Marx said that people can't revolt, people can't start revolution until and unless the religion is abolished, because this concept is coming from the religion. So he was telling that until and unless religion is not going to be abolished, revolution is not going to be a start. And this concept is being followed by the China. Okay, there is a term that is coined is there with respect to the religion, that religion is the opium of the masses. Religion is the opium of the masses. Understand? Okay. Now, China is a communist country. It is an anti-religion. So there is a province even in the China. In China, there is a province called Xinjiang. That province is called Xinjiang province. In this province, there are ethnic minorities like Uyghur Muslims. Okay, who are like Uyghurs? They are predominantly Muslims. So they can't fast. In the month of Ramjan. They can't fast in the month of Ramjan. They can't do prayer outside. Fast is not allowed. They can't do prayer also. Prayer is also not allowed outside. So this is something called as the model of Chinese secularism. This is the model of Chinese secularism. They followed the Karl Marx secularism. Okay, now we'll go to the United States. What type of United States have a secularism? The idea of secularism in the USA, is that they will not interfere into religious matter. They are not going to interfere with the religious matter. This is a matter between you and your God. This is a matter between you and your God. This is a matter between you and your God. A state will never ever interfere with your religious activity. A state is not going to interfere with your religious activity. Okay, so now this whole lecture for related to this understanding of socialist, secularism, republic and democratic, sovereign, is completed. Okay, after that we'll move to understand the social justice, economic justice, political justice, what exactly that mean within the preamble. Okay, thank you.